The assessor must familiarize with the food processing qualification or unit of competencies to be assessed. Ensure that the assessment site complies with the relevant occupational health and safety requirements. Ensure that the assessment resources are available. The assessor must ensure that the tools, equipment, and facilities are ready and available in the assessment site before the assessment starts. A checklist of tools, equipment, and facilities must be on hand to help the assessor the availability and completeness of the tools, equipment, and facilities. The checklist of tools, equipment, and facilities is included in the assessor's guide. Competency assessment. Plan and prepare the evidence gathering process. The assessor shall receive assessment package composed of the following: 1 copy of assessor guide, specific instruction to the candidate, competency assessment result summary, written report, written test, answer sheet, rating sheet according to the methods of assessment to be used corresponding to the number of candidates. Conduct competency assessment. Prepare the candidate.
Good morning, everyone. I am Maria Perez-Corrado, and I am your competency assessor for food processing NC.
Acknowledge the presence of processing officer, EC manager, and tester representative, assessment center manager, and processing officer.
I would like to acknowledge the presence of Ms. Christine Olager, our processing officer. Ms. Anna Marie Rances, our RAC manager. And Mr. John Paulo Salcedo, our representative for Testa Prevention Office. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. You didn't have to worry about the presence here to oversee the conduct of assessment and to check if the conduct of assessment is in accordance with the prescribed competency assessment, methodologies, and procedure. Take a math assessment.
Check the attendance and identify of candidates and collect the admission slips. The assessor must instruct the candidates to sign the attendance sheet.
As I call your name, please acknowledge by raising your hands and sign the attendance sheet. Mr. Carlos Siliesa.
Present to the candidate an accomplished application form with self-assessment guide.
I have here with me your accomplished application form and self-assessment guide. This is an indication that you know and can perform all the unit of competency enumerated for food processing and seafood.
Conduct orientation to the candidates. The assessor must explain the context and purpose of the assessment.
I would like to welcome all of you to our center for your assessment for food processing and seafood. The purpose of food processing qualification in NCO National Certificate Level 2 is to equip individuals with necessary skills and knowledge to safely, effectively work in food processing industry.
Qualification or unit of competency to be assessed.
Today, I am going to administer competency assessment of food processing and seafood. The qualification for food processing and seafood composed of basic, common, and core competency. For our core competency, we have processed food by salting, curing, and smoking, processed foods by fermentation and pickling, processed food by sugar concentration, packaged, finished, or processed food products.
Task to be performed and the evidence to be collected.
The different tasks to be performed for our food processing and seafood are processed food by salting, curing, and smoking, processed foods by fermentation and pickling, processed food by sugar concentration, packaged, finished, or processed food products. We will collect evidences to demonstration, oral questioning, and written test.
Assessment procedure to be undertaken.
To determine your knowledge and skill to the food processing and seafood, the assessment method will use to do written test, demonstration, and oral questioning. The assessment method can help to measure your underlying knowledge and skills.
Needs of the candidate to be considered during the assessment.
For your personal needs, the laboratory located at the end of the hallway, and you can also take your meal at our canteen. It is located in our lobby. However, during our assessment, you are not allowed to premises of the assessment center.
Allowable or reasonable adjustments when applicable.
Do you have difficulty understanding the given instruction? Please don't hesitate to inform me because we are willing to translate for you. Also, during the written examination, if you have dilemma, writing down your answer. Don't be shy. We cannot set your answer verbally.
Do's and don'ts during the assessment.
If you have concern, question, or there is a need to you to clarify matter concerning the assessment, you will raise your hand because I am more than willing to assess you. But one assessment, I start to please refrain from asking questions because it's no longer allowed in the same topic during the assessment. If you have physical or any from difficulties, do not hesitate to call my attention so we can address it immediately.
Rights and appeal system.
In case you have any question regarding the assessment result, you have a right to appeal. You can submit your appeal to the Test Prevention Office for the assessment center, the assessor, or authority.
Issuance of national certificate or certificate of competency.
For the issuance of the national certificate, the AC manager shall inform you where you can claim your national certificate with the 5 working days after the assessment.
Reassessment procedure.
After the assessment and your found to be not be competent, don't worry about it because you can reassess anytime at your own convenience. In case the reassessment is full qualification, you have to undergo the full
occupational safety and health requirements.
During the actual assessment, please observe safety as perform the different tasks. Make sure to check electrical equipment before plugging and avoid pulling the cord as an unplug the equipment. Observe proper body mechanics when lifting heavy equipment. Avoid back injuries. In case of an incident, please call my attention immediately so that we can provide first and delete our first aid cabinets located at the right side of the laundry workshop.
Confidentiality of assessment outcomes.
With regards to the result of assessment, we observe strict confidentiality. This is to ensure integrity. The result only means available and authorized personnel to the institution when you have your actual pay. In relation to this assessment, package it in the secured place to guarantee the integrity of assessment package. May I ask the candidates to refrain from giving away any form of information that took place during the assessment process.
Provide each candidate a copy of the specific instruction to the candidate.
If you don't have any question or clarification, then I'm going to distribute the specific instruction. Please read them carefully and do not hesitate to ask questions right now. I may be translated to English or local dialect. If you need assistance, then I am more than willing to assist you.
The assessor explain and guide the candidates in interpreting the instruction to make sure that the candidates understand the contents of the instructions.
I will give you your assigned numbers.
Instruct candidate number 1 to proceed to the assessment area while the other candidates stand by in the waiting area.
So everybody must be ready now. Candidate number